Hello and welcome to a weird run through today. We're not doing the regular thing that we normally do for the Ultimate Weapon series, especially on RogueLands. But today I'm going to show you the process of how I make certain Ultimate Weapons and how one of those videos is made. First of all, I have multiple characters to try and play with. This is a character I'm trying to level up to get a decent build with to exhibit all of the weapons with at some point. But I'm still looking for 4th age gear because it's the best all-round stuff. I haven't found it yet, so that's on the way. But what I have got, which I do need to show you, is this character called Baradin. Baradin is something that I've dubbed a locksmith, which is basically a character that has the lucky pumpkin on his head as his augment, and then the blacksmith has his uniform. Basically, the locksmith here, I use him to generate new gear. What I mean is I've unlocked every single recipe for every bit of armour, every bit of weaponry. But in order to get it to higher rarities such as these, I need to actually pump something out of the forge at a legendary quality, because I don't want to make any ultimate weapons that aren't legendary grade. So I don't think I've ever shown inside my chest really, but these are what they sort of looking at. The only thing I've really got completed so far is this here, with 3 major components, and the primary one here is the forge blade. All these come from the Gadget Saver in order. It's Aetherlight, Darken and Omega as they'd appear in the menus for the Ultimate Forge in-game. Now, the Forge Blade itself is a weapon that does not have any additional particle effects, any additional damage. It functions as any other sword except when you try to craft an item. Crafting an item requires you to get some of these things, some emblems, and put them in the forge as you would with any gun or anything. And the long and short of it is that you want to try and make the highest rarity stuff you possibly can. So, coming back to the locksmith element, okay, the lucky pumpkin, the augment here, basically doubles the loot you get from chests. This is just items as far as I can tell, nothing to do with anything else. Just drop rates or anything, but I've only got 1 legendary ring in my history of playing the game with this character, so I stand by it as a useful augment. But then the uniform, basically every 20 levels that you play, your character gets an additional 1% chance to craft rarer items when making weapons or armour. So what I'd need to do here is quickly show off something I'm going to make for a video very soon. I'm going to do a Seraphim Staff, which I have done before, but we've got to be making the lightning rod. So I need a fragment emblem, seed emblem and galactosite emblem. So I'm running low on most of these materials, unfortunately, but that doesn't stop me from giving it a go. Hopefully we get something good. I'm in the wrong place. Hopefully we get something worthwhile to show off here, but we'll see. So I've got all the correct materials. I need to locate what I want. So again, it was this staff. I've got the forge blade equipped, which again, if I didn't entirely go over, it gives you 7% chance to get higher tiered gear anyway. And I'm over level 60, so that means you get an extra 3%, so we have a 10% chance to get better items when I'm crafting them. So we'll see if anything comes up. I want to do a big test for this sort of thing anyway. There's 1 blue. Come on, 2 more chances. Ah, rats. Okay, we'll have to do some farming. I really didn't mean to bring the forge blade with me. I really didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're just coming back after farming a few more chitin and galactosites. Hopefully this time we shouldn't have so many problems, but we shall see, as we always do. Just doing the rounds, checking everything's alright. I literally do this every time I come in the ship, it's ridiculous. Right. Okay, so we'll give it another go. Need the forge blade, can't forget that. Okay, forge blade. Seraphim Staff. Oh, epic. Almost there. Another epic. And I'm out of Galactosites again. Ah! Okay. Ah! Oh, come on. Let's give this another go again. Let's see. 8 shots. Okay, so the third time's the charm. Oops. Come on, Forge Blade. There we go. Okay, we did it. Great. So, that's a Seraphim Staff, legendary, all kitted out, ready to go. So again, I'm not saying the stats are particularly better, but it's about 10% of a higher chance to get something that's actually, you know, a better rarity. That means I think it's 10% higher chance to get blue, 10% higher chance to get epic, and a 10% higher chance to get legendary. But that's just guessing. I'm not entirely sure how everything translates. But that's the first part of the process. As you can see, like I've got plenty of stuff that I need to go out and level before I can turn it into like an ultimate weapon. And the way I do that. Like that. That's it. That's the trick. So that was just me running through Demon's Rift, challenge level 3, and putting the experience onto an item that I'm trying to level. That's literally it. It seems like a bit of a cheat way to do it. When you're doing things en masse, obviously the fastest way is usually the best. Forgot the correct one I clicked actually. Yes. The quickest way is usually the best. So for me, at least for now, you know, it makes sense to just run through, level this all the way up to 10, and then go have a quick chat with the Forge in Mech City, the place I spoke about so often and never really shown on camera. And this one coming up just now is probably going to be the last run. Yes, it is. Just grab the last of the rewards, and yep. The process itself doesn't really take that long. It's all about justifying the down cost. Obviously, whenever I do this, usually I try to level a few pieces of gear rather than just one, but stay as safe as I can at the same time, because you can only get experience on one set of items at a time. Obviously, rings being an exception, I suppose, to the rule. But this, as the final run, will get me to having a max rank Seraphim Staff. Ready for turning into an ultimate weapon of whichever way I choose. And obviously, whichever one I do choose, I'm going to show off very briefly in the video. You'll all see that in just a moment. But we're also going to do an actual video on it in the near future, just so people don't have to sit and slog through this sort of thing, just to fully understand what's going on. Primarily, this sort of video is just to show off things on the edge, on the fringe of what should be acceptable within the Ultimate Weapon series, but obviously the thing I'm going to include later on as well is the likes of the NPC legendary items, so that's to come as well in this sort of additional little bit of series going on as well. Right then, so we are max rank. We're just grabbing the last of my rewards, see if there's anything else to purchase while I am present. I'll have one of those and load with that. There we go then. Right, to Mech City. And here we are. Right, so first thing you need to do is make sure you got the Ultimate Forge. Like I said earlier, there's certain recipes you can see what you've completed. I'm trying to replicate this within my box, but what I'm going to need is one of the Aetherlight Prisms and this Seraphim Staff. Click it a few times. Bam! Lightning Rod. Okay, so Lightning Rod's the one that I've made. I don't know all the statistics about it. It's things that I look up between now and actually making the videos just to make sure I am well informed. But it does apparently cast shock. So it's wherever I point my cursor, shock comes out, which seems pretty cool. I'll have to put it on a character that actually has a magic stat to make sure it does some damage, and be able to show it off to the fullest of its own extent. But that's it. That's sort of the process from beginning to end of how to actually make the most out of every single item within the game. So somewhere in here there's room for staves. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm just popping him there for now. As you can see, I don't really have that much room at the minute because I have all my pictures, my cards, and then materials, emblems, some spare gear, epic gear, and then sort of collections of things that I've been working on over a short period of time. This is my newest prize. Like I said, I'll show these off in their own videos when it comes to it, but for now, that's everything I need to show you about crafting a weapon from beginning to end. Obviously you can level it up again if you really wanted to, but now they have all the cool effects, additional scaling, or you know, something to benefit you rather than just having a regular staff, regular sword, or so on. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on this little weird expedition in RogueLands. This is probably one of the only times you'll ever see Barrett in, given that he's just he's my locksmith character. I don't use him to play that often, other than to farm for some materials or open a lot of chests somewhere in the world. But there you go. Again, thank you so much. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos like ones on the Lightning Rod. Is that what it was called? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Like the videos on the Lightning Rod in the RogueLands Ultimate Weapon series coming very, very soon. But until then, see you guys later.